Hi guys, thank you for joining me again on this channel and welcome to a brand new episode of Simi Speaks. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, please make sure to like, share, comment, turn up post notifications, and you know how we do it. Comment, let's relate, let's talk, and let's build a greater community. So today I'll be talking basically on how to deal with insecurities. Insecurity has to be one thing that actually I lived with for a long part of my life, and I won't say I'm totally out of it, but I'm growing, and daily I make personal convictions to actually do better for myself. Insecurity is something that I feel like every young black child has probably gone through, like probably everyone at some point in their life has actually gone through, and I just feel like I should help someone out there. It's You could share this video for someone that you know is dealing with it, and it could help the person, the tips I used and how I kind of overcame insecurities basically. So insecurity is basically about self-worth. It's about not feeling totally sure about yourself, not feeling totally convicted about who you are, about your person, about your about yourself generally. It's more of what people have said about you, or what you feel about yourself, what people would say about you, what people have repeatedly said to you, and all of that. So it's kind of reduces your self-worth, and it makes you to doubt yourself, really. So that's basically what insecurities is about. A lot of times we may worry about what people say about us, and the fact that social media has made it so alarming that you want to seek approval via retweets, via likes, via reposts, shares, comments. It's like we're seeking approval from a lot of people, from people that we're actually never meant to live our lives to please them, really. We're seeking approval from people that we do not even know. It's like we're in a competition daily with people that we are not even seeing, that just media friends, that are just virtual to us. So it's social media has kind of it made insecurity way alarming, and it's banging, really. It's really banging. And a lot of times where people show their bodies, travels, where they go to, the bags they buy, the place they shop, all these things can make you want to actually compare yourself to them. And instead of you celebrating your own success or your own little beginnings, you're comparing it. I can remember I posted something online at some point. I think it is, stop comparing your highlights to someone's behind the scenes or something like that. It's more of like you're just starting something, and you're comparing it to someone that has started like 5 years before you, 3 years before you. It could make you insecure, it could make you lose your self-worth, it could make you reduce or shrink yourself to try to be like others. So I'll be seeing things that actually make people insecure, things that could cause insecurities. First, to be past criticisms from family, from friends, from you hear things like you're too black, or you're too dark skinned, or you're fat, or you're too slim. And I feel like we have a lot of unlearning to do, and really we might not, even within our family, we might not know that these things hurt people, but these are the things that make them shrink themselves. I can remember one time my brother is a really dark skinned girl, dark skinned and he posted, said, I know I'm too dark. And I'm like, nah, it's your melanin that is popping there. It's your melanin. There's nothing like too dark. You're beautifully and wonderfully made. Really. So we say a lot of things that make people feel insecure about themselves. Imagine that you're taking picture with a light skinned person and you're saying it's too dark. What's the criteria for darkness? What's the criteria for being black? Really? Another would be a negative self-image due to criticism. You know, people have said so much about you. Oh, you're too short, you're too fat, you're this, you're that. And you start seeing yourself like that. Really. You start taking all those things that people are actually saying to you and you start becoming it. They say, oh, you cannot find anybody that will love you like I would do. You probably just say, no, but boy, I'll never be worthy of another person. Who says you that you expect? You that you're a total baby, make it. Don't let what people have said about you create a negative self-image about yourself. Another thing that causes insecurity to be that we need approvals. And I've said this before, it's like in the comment section we're not worried about what everybody's saying about us. We are like, people say, you know, all these Instagram trolls, you post a picture and they say, we are getting fat. They are getting, and you are too dark. What's wrong with your skin? What's this? What's that? We are not bothered about what everybody has to say. Like people that you don't rate. Imagine in that you're not trying to think of what they're saying and you're living by it. Can make sense, really. I know sometimes like we might need somebody to ginger us, but don't now shrink yourself based on what people are saying. Another cause of insecurities would be that we lack trust. We, due to like probably like our past relationships, our past life, or what people have said about us, you begin to lack trust in people that actually want to do better for us, and you're like, I probably will never find love. So when love actually comes, you're like, nah. I don't think I can have this thing together. I don't think I can have this relationship thing working out. So maybe you should just deal your day and let me deal my day, really. So we begin to lack trust. We begin to not have trust in people that are really wishing to do well for us based on what people have said in our past lives. Like, you never find someone that will love you, and you're seeing somebody that loves you and you're saying, nah, gee, I can never find someone that will love me totally. So hold your love, hold your babe and stuff. So all those kind of things also will make you have insecurities. And the last will be not accepting ourselves. I know that a lot of people would say a lot of things, but you might need to learn to accept yourself. There are some things you can't change in your body, and you have to accept yourself and live with it. And I'm going to say a personal story in this. I can remember when I got into Covenant University, 111. Nah, you see you babes, hot. They are the queen of hotness. That's what CU babes are. You see them light skin, you see them skin popping, and I can remember that I was insecure about a lot of things. At some point, I needed to always put makeup on because my skin needs to look good and stuff, because everybody's doing makeup. Why can't I do makeup? So imagine I'm waking up very early to go and meet my friends to help me to do makeup, because then I wasn't even good at it. So at some point, I needed to start putting on makeup. Then at some point, I just like, what was all this crazy about? You are a hot girl, though. But babe, see your modeler body. I want to post this picture I'm seeing, model body, hot body, and I was feeling insecure about this body. For what? For how? For who exactly? So I had to accept myself, and actually, since I can't change anything about my body, really, there's nothing I can do about my body. I have to accept my darkness. I don't want to be changing colors, so I needed to accept who I was, accept that my melanin is beautiful, that my skin is good, that my body is great. I needed to accept that and actually start living with it. And I think it was 300 level that this insecurity issue got out of me. Like, I started being a babe totally. Not like I wasn't a babe, but I wasn't accepting the fact that I was a babe. So that was when it all started, my babe lifestyle. Do you get it? Now, I'll be saying ways in which we can overcome insecurities. And the first will be that we should have courage. I mean, I'm saying all this, but it takes a courageous person to actually be able to do all this. You might need to actually get on your feet and take the courage. Have the courage that, okay, you might need to be projecting words to your life. And I'm not joking, this words thing, I did it. I think I did it, yeah, 300 I did it. I actually had a book that I wrote. I don't know if I can still find the book. I had a book that I wrote. I am beautiful, I'm wonderfully made, my skin is great, my body is great. Like, I was projecting these things to myself daily, day by day, seconds by seconds. This way, like, it took a lot of courage to be able to say this. Like, imagine that I'm here and someone is saying, and you are not bad. I would tell you straight up that there's nothing bad about me. I'm beautiful, like, straight up. I do. You might not be fighting with me, but I knew that you are coming to a place where I'll be vexed. So let's not get there. Just say, no, I know I'm not bad. I'm great. Like, and your opinion does not even matter. Your opinion would not matter in the next year or in the next 2 years. So I needed to have courage to actually do all these things. Another thing would be forgive the past. I know that we might have been victims of what people had to say about us or what we had done in the past or whatever. You might need to forgive the past and move on with life. The past is in the past and let it stay there. Now you are a new creator. Like, you're taking the courage, you're taking the step. Forgive the past and move on. Enjoy your life now. Enjoy. And I feel like that's what this whole channel was about making people enjoy themselves now, in the now, and having a greater future. So right there, forgive your past and move past it. Yeah, forgive it and move past it. Another is accept all of yourself. See, people will project who they are on you. They will project their own thoughts or what they think about themselves on you, and don't let it get to you, because that's their mental capacity. You be told that that's where you can reach, their mental noise. That's where you can reach, actually. So people will try to project it on you, but nah, accept all of yourself. Accept everything that comes with you. Accept it. You're a total package. You're a babe. Yeah, so accept all of yourself. Totally accept it. Don't let what people project about themselves get to you. Another is practice self-approval. I feel like I would talk about this only, like, totally in another video, but let me just say that you need to know that self-love is self-care. Yeah, self-love is self-care. You being able to show up to love yourself is self-care. You're putting yourself as a babe in everything. So self-love is self-care. I will talk basically about self-approval in a very different video. Another will be develop non-comparison. Don't try to compare yourself. See, if on my snapping, you see people. I watch a lot of, like, I'm always on Snapchat, so I watch a lot of videos. If it's by dots, I could have died. Because you see people buying houses every day, people buying cars every day, your mates, they are this, they are that. How many people do you want to compare yourself to? You know that there are some people that they go that when you go to the level you are, they are not close to where you are. So don't try to compare yourself with any other person. Don't compare yourself with don't compare your growth with any other person. Be in your own lane, do your own thing, grow. That's like basic. Grow and enjoy your life, enjoy yourself. Don't let what people think about you get to you. And finally, let me say that whatever you're struggling with, try to work with it. While you can't change it, while you can't do anything about it, work with it. People that do not have legs, they are still living and making impacts. So whatever you are struggling with, learn to work with it and be the best. Like, don't let it limit you. Do not. One person I love so much is Oditi. Hey, this girl's energy. Oditi is bowed, but like, you know how Twitter is and how they throw people. I love that this girl does not care. She does not care, and she enjoys her life to the fullest. She enjoys her life to the fullest, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to enjoy your life to the fullest, and don't let anybody think about you get to you. And until next time, I want you to know that I love you, but God loves you more. Bye. and enjoy yourself. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification, and share. Bye.